Is there a better duo right now in the world than at Guild Esports? Nicolas99FC, multiple-time champion, and Nicolas, arguably one of the greatest PlayStation FIFA players ever, in the same team, and what a goal! Oh my goodness, that's what Nicolas can do!
Welcome along everyone to the FIFA main event presented by PlayStation Tournaments. Today we're bringing you another epic matchup. Arguably two of the best South American players going head-to-head in Heretics Matias, taking on the Iceman, Nicolas99. And as always, you are joined by myself, Brandon Smith, and Richard Buckley for the commentary of this game. And Richard, what a game we have in store.
Look, when you've dominated all of South America, what else is there to do in FIFA esports? You know what? Pack up your bags and come to Europe. This is what these two absolute giants of South America have done. Two Argentine greats, and now they're in Europe, they're battling it out, and I cannot wait. Genuinely, probably the most excited I've been for a game here on the FIFA main event.
Yeah, of course, what a game this one plans to be. Matias kicking from left to right in that white strip, up against the Iceman, Nicolas99FC. We must talk about the bigger point, though, Rich. These two signed to new esports organisations this year. Team Heretics for Matias, and more importantly, a recent move to Guild Esports for Nicolas99FC. What a move for both of those two.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at, firstly, Heretics, a really well-established FIFA organisation. Matias going in there, the star man, the star player, the sort of the shining star, really, of South American FIFA last year. He's come over to Europe, and a great acquisition for Team Heretics. And is there a better duo right now in the world than at Guild Esports? Nicolas99FC, multiple-time champion, and Nicolas, arguably one of the greatest PlayStation FIFA players ever, in the same team, and what a goal! Oh my goodness, that's what Nicolas can do!
What a start from the Iceman! His first time on the FIFA main event. And what an effort! Is that Vieira? From literally about 40 yards away. I don't even think he timed the shot. It was wide above the player's head, which means the shot wasn't timed. However, there was some whip on that one, and the four-icon team that you can see and use from Nicolas99 has kicked off this game in the best way possible. And what a strike that is. One of the best ones we've seen.
Oh, by far. I mean, it caught us completely off guard. Incredible strike. And I'll be honest, I think one of the best things that I've seen about this team, I'm pretty sure David Beckham's in the squad for Nicolas. The 89 mid David Beckham in there, just sort of doing a job.
I love that as well. Of course, the owner, the founder of Guild Esports, is David Beckham, an icon in the game. But he didn't really give us the chance, Nicolas. I wanted to hype these two up in the best way possible. They're both from Argentina. They both have literally been dominating sort of the FIFA esports landscape in the last couple of years. Matias especially popping out last year. He is a CONMEBOL y Libertadores champion on the PlayStation. He has won majors last year, was playing under, of course, Crew Esports with Sergio Aguero before then making the move to Team Heretics in the summer this year before FIFA 22 hit the streets. And you can't forget the bigger picture, Richard. These two were teammates in the FIFA Nations Cup for Argentina. You know, they are good friends aside of this game.
Oh, absolutely. And look, we can only sort of hope and imagine what that team would have done last summer. Unfortunately, that event wasn't able to take place. And to be honest, Matias won so many trophies last season, but with how the landscape was, Brandon, with the regional events, he didn't get the notoriety that he deserved. He was incredible. Probably one of the best players across all of the world last year, Matias. And now he's in Europe, proving it why he is one of the best. People need to start learning this man's name.
No, absolutely, Richard. If that chance just goes over the bar from Pele. As you can probably see, these teams absolutely stacked full of icons in there. Vieira being the man that did open up the scoring of this game. With just 14 minutes on the clock, it was a audacious effort, but one to remember. From the anchor in midfield, who, of course, will be pulling the strings alongside Ruud Gullit. Here comes Matias now. Roberto Carlos, a couple of ball rolls, look to try and get the Brazilian icon defender into the box if he can. Wins a throw-in for his effort. But rightly said, these two making a huge sort of approach this year. Chance just goes off away from the post. But back to the point of them moving to Europe, Richard. A massive, massive decision they both made to leave Argentina, firstly. To move into Europe as a region to play in this year is a massive step. And it's not like they've just walked in and they've sort of fumbled or not played well. They both had a really strong first qualifier in the 1v1 landscape.
Yeah, absolutely. Matias top 5 through 8, and Nicolas got a top 32. A really impressive start. Ronaldinho could be in here, a little dink just over the top of the bar. In game, I'm just having a quick look at a couple of the interesting players that have been selected. Eusebio and Mbappe for Matias, both in the starting lineup. For Nicolas, we've already mentioned David Beckham, but Emi Martinez in goal as well. The Copa America winner, Argentine goalkeeper, between the sticks for Nico.
I can justify that. He was in my ultimate team for a long period of time. The difference being mine was a Road to Glory team and not a pro player team where I'm sure these guys could have had all the icons in the world to choose from potentially. Is Matias now with you, Sabio? That player that you did mention makes the team. On the side for Nicolas, it was a top 32 finish in qualifier number 1. They both did hit the ground running here in Europe. Didn't take them long to adjust this new region that they find themselves playing in. It's part of the global series, whether that be in a 1v1 or a 2v2 landscape this year. Whipped into Hullet, back inside to Eusebio. Didn't last too long, that. But I do love the way that Nicolas is trying to be a little bit cheeky at times. Chance for R9 for 2. He timed it great. And there wasn't much more that he could do other than Petr coming out to save the day. Surely not Vieira again. Timed it green.
Vieira looking to double up. Yeah, really good save, good chance. In on goal, R9 shot a little bit too close to the goalkeeper. His last touch was slightly heavy and just overran it a little bit too much for Petr. We were at a LAN event last week, Brandon, and we saw Petr in action, and we can say, unbelievable goalkeeper.
Yeah, unbelievable between the sticks. I mean, goalkeepers this year, there's just so many good players to choose from. As we do proceed nearly to half-time, we'll be interested to see the stats. It could be a 1-1 scenario. Matias Bernardo through on goal for 9! He didn't need many chances, did the Argentine from Team Heretics. It was a long ball over the top, and it was R9 just to get running, to get his head down over the ball and to tap into the back of the net to take us into half-time at an even playing field at 1-1.
Truly is. Perfectly poised as we go into the break. Incredible goal from Patrick Vieira in the first half. You can see the stats there. The XG slightly in favour of Nicolas. Possession 50-50. As you would expect, these two absolutely dead even. A stat that I really enjoy looking at is the passing, to see what type of passes you've played, how you've played the passes as well, and you can also see the two formations, a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow up against a 4-3-2.
Right,
loads of stats to take in. Yeah, I mean, number 14's not touched the ball.
Number 14 for Nicolas has not touched the ball at any point in the game. I think that's the first I've ever seen. Ridiculous stat as we join the game for the second half now. Here at the FIFA main event presented by PlayStation Tournaments. It is the battle of two South American players. And there you go. I think that's the first time that Nicolas has passed the ball to his fullback. I believe it's Carlos Alberto out on that right-hand side. First touch. Pull it. Here's Nicolas now. 9 knock on the door for a second goal in this game. He did take the lead by a goal to nil early with an audacious effort from Patrick Vieira. This is nice from Matias. Nicely done. Cruyff could be through, and Mbappe was trying to just leech onto a dodgy bounce that didn't go his favour in the end. I apologise, it is Cafu in it right back.
It's just interesting. He's just interested and happy that he's got to touch the ball in this enough.
He has been used a lot more. Pele. Can he line up a shot for Nicolas? Nicely done into Beckham. He's off. That would have been a storyline if the man behind Guild Esports was to put Nicolas into the lead. Matias now. Going forward numbers. A couple of ball rolls in there from Arno. I have to speak about his team this year. He's teamed up with Hidalgo, the Spaniard. Had a really good running, actually, in the recent La Liga last year. And them as a two will make a very dangerous duo in Europe. It's part of that global series this year in a new 2v2 landscape. Cafu, right back, he's involved now for Nicolas, head of the way. My Desai.
We were watching a lot of the La Liga last season, and Hidalgo was a player that just kept on improving and improving and improving, and probably could have made a run towards the back end of the season towards the World Cup, you would say. Unfortunately, obviously, with what happened, wasn't able to really fulfill his dreams, but a really solid team. Both teams set up in Heretics and also Guild, solo players and the duos looking incredible moving into the middle part of the FIFA Global Series season.
It's an awful pass in the end there from defender into Cafu. No wonder he hasn't touched the ball as much as he would have liked to in this game, but there is so much you can honestly talk about between these two. If you didn't follow the Global Series last year, you missed out on so much that both of these two did achieve. They both did win, of course, global tournaments within their region in South America in a very different online Global Series last year. Nicolas actually did qualify for the World Cup as well. He would have been there if that tournament would have went ahead last year. Matias coming so close. He was the #1 ranked player that everyone feared for so long in South America. And I can probably assure you that there's a lot of European players, when they saw him come over to Europe, they're thinking, please no.
Well, you got Matias, and then Nicolas came over 2 weeks later as well. So I saw a lot of funny tweets and sort of social media posts from a lot of pro players saying this is the last thing we wanted. But it just makes the region even more competitive. And really, how good is Matias and Nicolas when they can come into a brand new region and still dominate as they were across the world?
As we know, Nicolas is a player that's been able to do that so many times at LAN in past times. He has been an E-Club World Cup champion prior. He was a runner-up at the FIFA Nations Cup back then when he was team of Yago all those years ago in London. You can see both players on the screen now. 20 minutes left in this one. Still 1-1 between the two. If we are all square at the end of the game, we will continue into extra time. It's a place we haven't been as of yet in past times in the FIFA main event. However, that could all change between these two.
Quick chance here, Brandon. Pele could be in on goal, ball roll away. I was just going to say, I actually think Nicolas is, believe it or not, underrated within sort of the FIFA ecosystem and just the general public. Like, this is arguably, people often talk about Tex and Desari, but Nicolas is right in that conversation. He's been the most consistent PlayStation player for the last 4 to 5 years. He has won nearly everything there is to win.
Chance. Matias Bernardo again on the break. He's done it a couple of times now. I mean, he's done that twice now with R9. He seems to punish you on the counter-attack. He looks to try and bounce back into the game. It is exactly that, Richard. 2 times in the game, he's gone for that long through ball, and it's worked out well for him. Where you can counter-attack at such speed, there's no chance for the Iceman to reply.
He has got, what, just over 8 minutes remaining, though, in the game to try and snatch a goal back. Look, we've been there at the O2 Arena. He scored late with Luka Modric to send himself into the audience into disarray. Himself kept cool, calm, and collected. Almost the trademark water bottle sip. One of the best games of FIFA esports ever played.
Final 5. Cruyff. Back to Vieira now. Matias looking just to conclude this game. Another goal would certainly do that. Mbappe flicks it up. It's cheeky from the Parisian forward. And that, unless Nicolas can break on this last chance of the game, he was looking for a through ball potentially there to Pele. It wasn't able to happen for him. And I think Matias will potentially get away with this one. I mean, Martinez was off his line. Maybe he could have question marks over his goalkeeping for that second goal. I don't know if there was a little bit of goalkeeper movement there. Nicolas, last roll of the dice now. Defended well by Roberto Carlos. And you'd like to say that is going to be the game, Richard Buckley.
Yeah, I think it will be, unless Nicolas can pull a rabbit out of the hat. Matias Bernardo will be taking away the dub.
And that will do us for this South American El Clasico. Maybe one more to add on to the end of the game. It's a disarray at the back. Somehow the ball's got in. And Matias Bernardo somehow will leave this FIFA main event with a 3-1 lead. I'm not quite sure how that's got in, Richard. I mean, I was picking out Martinez for a split second. I'm going to pick him out again there. He was absolutely shocking.
It might have been, but it was an incredible game, and I'll be honest, having a front row seat to that one is an absolute pleasure.
Absolutely. That will be the FIFA main event presented by PlayStation Tournaments. It will be Team Heretics' newest player 3-1 up against Guild Esports' of course, also newest signing in Nicolas99FC. A great game between the two. At times, I was going to say it felt like Nicolas was on top, especially that first 45. It was a late goal on the stroke of half-time that brought Matias back into the game. And then the game just flipped on its head.
I'll be honest, I watched that entire game just smiling. Like, I think you could tell the players were having a lot of fun. We were having a lot of fun commentating some absolutely insane goals, and that's exactly what the FIFA main event is all about, bringing the biggest FIFA players, the biggest stars into an atmosphere where they can enjoy themselves, they can express themselves, and we get a great game of FIFA out of it.
Absolutely. 4 goals between the two South Americans that are now in Europe. That is the FIFA main event presented by PlayStation Tournaments. I've been Brandon Smith. He's been Richard Buckley. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content here at EA FIFA Esports. Until next time, we'll catch you soon.